the book that we are reading and taking in all of this wise wisdom. And for those who are new, this is a amazing mystic text called Nine Freedoms and a channel material by Dr. George King. And this was dictated by a cosmic intelligence called Mars Sector 6. And every word in this book carries very, very high energy and practical advice. So this is all about who are we, where are we going as a civilization, where did we come from, and what happens after enlightenment. So it answers several questions, and also it gives us a map, what to expect, and what are the steps towards so-called ascension, and how do we evolve from our state to a higher state. So there are so many things really packed in this amazing wisdom, and that's why we are taking our time, a little bite at a time, so that we can assimilate all this knowledge. And the book consists of nine freedoms. So each freedom, it's not a commandment or a rule, but freedom, which will actually give you freedom. And we learned about various freedoms, like the first thing being bravery. So how to what is bravery, and how to bring the real knowledge so that we are never afraid. And the second freedom, love, which describes about the universal love, not just as a romantic feeling, but which is the energy that's everywhere. And the third is service. Service is more about than this love in practical action, where we serve others in our own way. And the fourth is enlightenment, the fourth step. And also here, the author explains his own experience of Kundalini, that's going from the base chakra towards the crown chakra. And the fifth is cosmic consciousness, when he reaches his Sahasrara. So, cosmic consciousness, where he realizes that he is one with everyone and he wants to stay at this higher state. But then he observes planet Earth, Mother Earth, is sacrificing herself, sacrificing her own evolution by supporting other civilizations like humans. And then he immediately feels immense love for the Mother Earth, and he comes back to the Earth plane, let's say like that. And he also tells in this, like, once you achieve cosmic consciousness, you come back seeing that Mother Earth is even there is much work to do on Mother Earth, basically. And the sixth is Ascension, which we are currently discussing. So in Ascension, we realized that Ascension is the birthright of everyone. It's not for some special people. It's the birthright of every living being, actually. And we also learned a little bit about ascended masters, um, who who decided to stay back on Earth, like Mahavatar Babaji, who is currently leading the so-called White Brotherhood. But of course, this has nothing to do with any race. It is not white race, nor brotherhood doesn't mean only for the males. So it's just who are service of the light. So yes, friends, and we will finish today our final final points in Ascension. And as every time, let's now go into meditation, assimilating all this knowledge, and let's be open for our higher knowledge or higher self, so that we can understand better and we can evolve better. So I request you all to find a very comfortable position, fingers into fingers, laying your hands very comfortably on your lap, crossing your legs. You can sit either in a sofa or in a chair. Close your eyes and just observe your normal, natural breath, friends. We observe our incoming and outgoing breath, and we are a witness to our inner guru, which is breath, the breath that takes us towards ascension, towards enlightenment. So let's just observe the natural flow, the tender and soft breath, and just observe how it is touching your tip of the nostrils, going all the way into the stomach, into the diaphragm, and how it is coming out as a warm, outgoing breath. Every time you notice any thought or a memory, just acknowledge it and bring back your attention to your breath. Stay with your breath, friends. Last 5 minutes, friends. Stay with your breath. Last 1 minute. Slowly bring back your attention to your surroundings and observe your physical body. Let's return to silence in these last seconds, friends. Notice how you feel in your being. Notice how you feel in your body. Become aware of the posture and the room you are sitting in. Last 10 seconds. 5, 4, 3, 2, 1, 0. Yes, friends. Gently place both of your palms on your eyes, observing the energy flow, staying there for a few seconds. And with this amazing soul bliss, you may open your eyes whenever you are ready. So, thank you so much, friends. It was wonderful, wonderful meditation. Thank you for your energies and your participation. So, we now go into the channel material, sixth part, ascension. Sorry, I need to be more attentive. And ascension part 3. As usual, we will first read the channel material from Mars Sector 6. And after that, our author, Dr. George King, gives further explanation that's needed. Ascension is like a single faceted jewel. It is pointed, it reflects light and radiates light, and yet it is made up of all jewels. Indeed, is this great state a destination which has to be attained by sustained effort, yet it is lasting. It is a ladder which terrestrial man can use to climb from the pit of terrestrial rebirth, so that he may then, unhampered, begin to climb the mountain of transmigration. Meditate upon these things, and much will be learned. Practice the freedoms as given, not shirk any, for these are the steps from the pit of rebirth. The top of the mountain is ascension. You can, all of you, gain this summit. Some of you will be needed to climb into this pit again. You will volunteer. You will do this and know everlasting greatness. Others will go on to other forms of service. Indeed, is ascension a state of high elevation. It is not illusion, but as true as truth. Take the 5 steps across the river of life and stand a while, waiting on the sixth, and you will know the freedoms. The shortest distance which terrestrial man can take is the distance which is covered by the journey deep within, but it takes him longer to travel these relatively few millimeters than any other journey he will ever have to make. By perseverance, by truth, by effort, by the radiation of love, by service in every form, he can make this journey and stand upon the rock of Ascension. All transmissions now discontinued. Yes, friends, again, it's every word carries really amazing energy, and we really need some explanation. That's why our wonderful author, who attained cosmic consciousness himself, Dr. George King, will give us some more explanation. So, especially about the topic of ascension is not the result of any specific mantra or exercises. Some uninformed mystical schools teach that by the continual practice of their system of exercises, you can gain ascension in this life. But this is not so. Ascension is the last step you can take away from this earth. How can you qualify to take this last step? By only a few metaphysical exercises. These steps will guide you towards concentration, contemplation, meditation, and later cosmic consciousness. But no one practice can ever guarantee this. It makes you ready towards higher initiation. To make yourself ready for this, you must have a workable knowledge of all philosophy, not just one religious philosophy, but it is a combination of all. And this is the most important, to live your religious beliefs and philosophies, not just knowing but living them. You should live in service so ardently that you die in service. If there is a key to ascension, then that is it. Yes, friends. And also in this text, the author explains about again Kundalini. There is a graphic description of how Kundalini rises to attain samadhic state of meditation, which is also samadhi. It was really explained here. When the Kundalini has been risen through the heart, throat, and up to the controlled within the Christ center, at this stage, a very deep state of samadhic meditation is gained. When the Kundalini is lifted even further than the Christ center, up into the crown chakra, which is graphically described in this text as globe above this head, cosmic consciousness takes place. And when this cosmic consciousness is controlled at will, then the result is ascension. So it's really wonderful. I totally recommend you all to read this amazing text, because cosmic consciousness and ascension is excellently detailed. And there is also about topic about some of you will climb into the pit again. So here it refers to people of very specialized knowledge and abilities who will be needed to stay on this earth. These will be initiated into the great white brotherhood. So this is what we also learned, that some great souls, or some who attains ascension but still go back and stay on the earth as ascended masters, which we all learn from other sources as well, other books like Mahavatar Babaji, for example, who is staying and helping the mankind and guiding everyone. And this is the final part is very powerful, friends. Especially, it takes but a few hours to encircle the globe, a journey of at least 25,000 kilometers. But for man to travel the relatively short distance within takes him countless lives. But it is interesting and indeed uplifting to note that this is the hardest journey he will ever have to make. This is the crown you all can wear, Ascension. It is up to each one whether or not you will reach out and accept your rightful position in the cosmos, or whether you choose to continue in your present state of limitation. Remember always that the initiation of ascension is a metaphysical key which will unlock forever the gates to the pit of rebirth on earth. Open this door, and an unbounded field of cosmic consciousness experience awaits for you. The finding of this mystical key is your birthright. Step out boldly now and begin your search. So that's the end of Ascension, friends. The end is really, really powerful. It just takes a The journey within is very short, but takes countless lives. But it's even easier to go into cosmos now, go to the moon, circle around the earth, but it's very hard to reach within. So that's what the author is saying. It's really wonderful to again realize that this ascension is the birthright and this is the final step before before a human can go into other planes of existence. And after ascension, they might either choose to be on earth plane or go to other universe or other plane. So after ascension, what comes is um, we'll see next in the next week. And now I would like to all first thank you to listen and be with me here. And if you would like to share something, please go ahead, unmute yourself, and let us know your experience so far and how do you think. Thank you so much, friends. You may raise your hand if you want to share something, or you can directly unmute yourself. Yes, Master Madhavi.
Just call me Madhavi. All are
Yes,
masters here. Every bet, whoever is
yeah,
taking, they have their mastering. So just call me Madhavi. It's a
yes,
beautiful,
Madhavi.
yeah, it's a beautiful meditation. Actually, thank you so much for the meditation and the music. It is very calm and soothing, as daily each and every master takes it. Yeah, I have one question on this ascension because I missed some of the classes and then I attended two or three on this ascension and the freedoms. Why do we need to attain this? That's my concern actually. Yes, we wanted to have this, but why? What will I get when I reach to this the final state of ascension?
Yeah, very nice, actually. Thank you so much for that question. So, I mean, referring to this, so for what we have been learning, um, what I understand is, of course, we have different stages of existences, right? And ascension is what you call the end of birth and death on this plane. So till then, we are going again and again, birth and death, this cycle. Ascension is essentially breaking the cycle. And of course, in our Indian texts, it's referred to after enlightenment, right? Or in Buddhist texts, it's nirvana, and it is essentially the same. So here, ascension is someone ascended master is someone who is beyond than birth and rebirth cycle. So they learned all the lessons on Earth, and they go to the next stage. So this is my understanding so far, but others, please welcome. Thank you, Madhvi. Thank you for that question.
Yeah,
Thank you
that
so
is true.
much. Yeah, thank you so much. Yeah, Balagaru, go ahead.
Yeah,
Actually,
yeah.
Shashank, this is what the I was thinking about Ascension, but then I thought that when it is the state of nirvana, then why do we go to from this process? So, is this a different process, or is the same process? I mean, different lines. I'm trying to understand this, the final goal of attainment. But you explained it. Thank you so much. Yeah, Balagaru, go ahead. Yeah.
See, in my view, yeah, like Shashank said, Ascension. See, always we come onto this earth to learn lessons and to ascend. See, the reason we come onto this earth is with challenges, with lot of challenges. We face challenges and then we grow, we ascend. So that is how we take so many births. So after getting that knowledge, then then you realize that, okay, beyond this, when there is no, and that's why for ascended people, there is no happiness or sorrow. They take everything equal. So there is no duality. So to that stage, they ascend. Even Buddhist teachings also, that's what they say. Also, on this earth, sorrow is there, but you need to understand that with the knowledge, you get over quickly.
Hi, Madhvi. Are you finished, Balama?
Yeah.
Oh, Madhvi, I just have one interpretation. I don't know if it's right or wrong. Probably with Ascension, you get the choice to come back and help. Whereas with Enlightenment, I think you just finish it there. But with Ascension, I think you have the will to come back if you choose to come and help mankind. I think that is my 2 cents.
Oh, that is even beautiful to understand that way. When we reach to an ascension, but still I wanted to come and service to those all mankind. Yeah, that's a beautiful thing. This is a good
Exactly.
interpretation. Yeah.
That's what I felt when Sashank was reading last week and this week. That is the difference between enlightenment and ascension, is what I'm thinking.
Okay, but let me read this book completely, then I will try to understand this interpretation. Thank you so much. This was the actual puzzle or the actual confusion where it started for me. Thanks, Ranjini Garu. Yeah, thanks.
Yeah, I think
that
it's
is
more
not
tied to
so.
service.
Yeah,
Ascension.
so that is the difference. Oh, you're asking the difference between enlightenment and ascension?
I'm trying to understand actually what is ascension, basically. And then
okay.
when she gave me the interpretation about the enlightenment and ascension, I really got it. I thought that these are the two different ways to reach to nirvana, like because I missed some of the classes. Maybe when I read this book, I think then I will have more clarity about what the author wants to say. But thank you so much for all the insights. Yeah, thank you.
Wonderful. Thank you. Thank you so much. Thank you, Balagaru and Ranjini ji, for your wisdom sharing here. Yes, Mamataji, please go ahead.
Namaste, Shashankji.
Namaste.
Namaste, masters. About the ascension, it's very deep to discuss. So, what I have an experience. Maybe I can share with you all. In Tamil Nadu, Tiruvannamalai is the place where the Master Ramana Maharshi was there. And I had stayed there for 3 days. And at the time, just to experience the cosmic energy, the spirituality, the enlightenment. Just first time when I went there was a curiosity and I wanted to experiment about all this. But there is a cave there where Ramana Maharshi used to sit and meditate. I can't explain the stage, what was the stage of that meditation. But when I went and sit there, that is called a Skandashrama there. when I went and said, really, it was a beautiful experience. There was nothing was there. I don't know how the time has passed. Maybe that the samadhi experience I used to feel. The tears was in my eyes when I opened. Hours together, it has passed. See, maybe the Ascension Masters power will be in that way. I think so. So and I went again and again to experience. But the second time I didn't get that experience. But the friend with me, she came there, and she won't meditate, and she opposes all this spirituality, what process we do. But she is so interested that when she came with me to see how it will be. She came there, and she sat there in some place where Ramana Maharshi used to sleep, and he used to take rest there. In that place, a big photo is there in a sitting position, with a half sitting position of Ramana Maharshi. See, there she sat, and she don't know. After half an hour, I went and just waked up. She was so astonished, and there was so complete silence. She will not close her mouth. She'll be every time she'll be speaking like that. There was so much of silence. Just after 1 hour or 2 hours, she came back, and she was telling, "What was the experience, Mamta? What's that experience? Maybe the nirvana state. Maybe we can experience it." So this is my experience about Ascension Masters. That what you told about cosmic energy, the universal power, the oneness. So when we can experience that one, that one I can share with you all. Thank you for listening. Thank you, everyone.
Oh, wonderful, Mataji. Thank you so much for sharing your experience at um, great Master Ramana Maharshi. I have been there as well, at the Samadhi of Ramana Maharshi, and it's wonderful energy and very peaceful. So thank you so much for sharing your experience. Yes, friends, like my final understanding again, keeping the scope of this wonderful book, it's basically, again, as explained in the beginning, this book is divided into like different steps, right? Like steps towards ascension. And what would this call nirvana or general enlightenment somehow is kind of divided into 3 sub steps. You can think like that. So that's why we have the 4th freedom, enlightenment, 5th freedom, cosmic consciousness, and 6th one, ascension. But of course, to achieve ascension, it was told that you need to raise your kundalini to your crown chakra, know that you are the soul, first of all, and then observing your life from different facets, which is called Sahasrara or Sahasradala Padma in Sanskrit, right? 1,000 petal lotus. And this is cosmic consciousness. And once who is attained cosmic consciousness, they are free from death and birth, and they are immortal. They realize that they are immortal. They realize finally that they are the immortal souls. And these are the ascended masters. For example, Mahavatar Babaji, who is staying in the physical, in his light body, not physical body, in his light body on earth for some thousands of years. We don't even know since when he is there. So he doesn't need to go through birth and death process. Like he's immortal. So we hear like in all the traditions, in Christian traditions like Saint Guling, there are so many ascended masters. So far that's my understanding, and I only think this as like when you get a master's or a PhD degree, you get this ceremony final degree. So I feel like comparison, Ascension is a degree, and for the next challenge after masters, you will do something else. It never stops, and you might go into another existence and start applying your knowledge. Yeah. So that's what I just want to give that background. Thank you, friends.
Thank you so much, Shashank, for the wonderful session and the wonderful inputs from all the masters and also the experiences. And it is very, very clear on the ascension, what it is all about. Even I was there in the Ramana Maharishi ashram. I still read his books, how he's answering his disciples and how he was silent and how he made his wound to be eaten by those small little bugs. I mean, the way he was explaining, it's really beautiful. Yeah, this is Ascended Masters, and you're right. I understood. Yeah, I got the clarity on the Ascension. Thank you so much. Thank you. Thank you all.
Thank you. Thank you so much. Yes, masters. So then we will meet again tomorrow in the morning meditation session. This will be posted in the groups. And I highly recommend you all to go through the book, The Nine Freedoms, because when you read this, you will really notice the energy. It's not just wisdom, but also it will change your inner being a lot. That's why I recommend you to go through the book and read it in detailed ascension process, cosmic consciousness, how the Kundalini is risen. We are told by someone who experienced on first hand so clearly. So please go through that, and we will go to seventh freedom next week, and we will see like from now we are away from the earth, so we are flying away after ascension. So let's see what's coming up. So thank you, friends. Thank you for your wonderful energies. Wish you all a nice day and nice evening. Thank you.